Soften your senses. Ways to become a better speaker, listener, and follower. This episode brought to you by Explore the Trades, supporting and promoting the next generation of tradespeople for plumbing, HVAC, and electrical. Learn more at explorethetrades.org. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at the 2024 National HVACR Education Conference. So we are spending time with 1,200 of the top educators and trainers from the industry, learning about the different opportunities and transitions that we're going through. And we're spending some time with Explore the Trades. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You want to introduce yourselves before we're getting started here?
Sure. So my name is Maddie Sorensen. I'm the project coordinator with Explore the Trades.
And I'm Tony Bauer. I am the donor engagement specialist.
All right. So a lot of people may not be aware of Explore the Trades, and we've spent some time in the past talking about your role in the industry that's rapidly growing and expanding and making connections. You know, Howard Weiss from here at ESCO, he always talks about ESCO as kind of like a dating service. And I feel like that's kind of how Explore the Trades is turning into in the industry. It's like a dating service for professionals, right? It's like connecting the dots. It's like, what are you doing? How can we help you? And let's move this industry together. And I just absolutely love what you're doing. So tell the world a little bit about Explore the Trades, where it came from, and where we're going.
Yeah. So Explore the Trades is a nonprofit. Our mission is to bridge the technical talent gap to the trades of plumbing, HVAC, and electrical. Mm-hmm. Kind of primarily how we do that is we work really heavily with that K through 12 audience, so students and educators and counselors in particular, and just to kind of give them a foundational knowledge about these trades. Because, you know, from a lot of the conversations that we've had in the past, especially with educators, is, you know, they know that these careers are, you know, viable and they have students that would be a really great fit, but they just don't know themselves how to talk about the industry well, you know, so the students can get a good picture of that. So we have a couple different, you know, programs that we operate to, you know, to bridge that information gap. I'll just talk about one really briefly. One is our poster kits have been really popular.
I've seen a lot of those out there here recently.
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Yeah, I have. They keep popping up. I'm like, there's another one. Yes.
Yeah. So those have been really popular. And just a, you know, brief description of them. You know, there's 5 posters included: plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and then we've also included kind of that customer service dispatch career path as well, just to kind of illustrate that, you know, that world also. Yeah. And then last poster is just kind of a general, you know, why consider a career in the trades. But all of these posters just provide a visual of, you know, what a career path looks like in these trades. So starting from, you know, kind of apprenticeship or right out of high school, and then, you know, going all the way up to, you know, owning your own company. Because a lot of students, when they can kind of see where they would start and where they would go, it's just a really good visual for them to understand. And then especially for the teachers as well. So a lot of the feedback that we've gotten from educators, especially who've requested the kits and put them up in, you know, in hallways and classrooms, is students have come up and said, hey, you know, I see that I can make like 6 figures in the trades and I could own my own business.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Yeah. And so then, you know, they can go to our website and find, you know, a bunch of additional resources as well. But, you know, that's just one program of ours that has been popular.
And I see that being very important because when we talk about that gap of communication, especially in K-12, our instructors have a difficult time communicating with like counselors and advisors.
Yes, for sure.
And that's changing. And that's that role that you're helping fill right there is the industry in the world is starting to recognize that, wow, there's really good, high paying, high quality, high value jobs that we haven't talked about in a few generations, but without seeing it, that you just don't know. Mm-hmm. Like you can walk into any high school and you can see what a doctor's job would look like. You're going to see photos of a doctor. You're going to see classes that would get you towards that degree. You're going to see a path. But when we talk about jobs that have potential equivalency in the trades, and everyone goes, shop class pays that much?
Right, yes.
There's a big disconnect.
Sure.
And that's really what we have to do. We have to focus on the awareness of what is available in the industry, especially as we're making all these technological changes. Our industry has a lot to offer somebody. Love it. Okay. So what all's in the pipeline with Explore the Trades for 2024?
Yeah, we have a lot of exciting things coming up. One that we're definitely excited about that will be coming up here the 1st of May. We're going to announce the winners of our Skills Lab initiative.
Seen that.
Yes. So just a brief background on that, Explore the Trades and Ferguson have partnered to build plumbing and HVAC labs in middle schools and high schools across the country. It's been a wonderful program. We're currently in our 3rd year, and applications close on March 31st. So if there's anyone out there that wants to,
Some time.
yeah, there's still some time. So if anyone wants to apply, we certainly encourage you to do so. Last year we had, was it 11 schools, Tony? I'm blanking.
11 schools.
There we go. Okay. I'm lost it here when I'm on the spot. So 11 schools total last year. So that was our 2nd year. Our 1st year, we had 3. So we've just seen some tremendous
growth.
Yeah, tremendous growth, which has been amazing. So we're excited to announce those winners on May 1st. And then just see, how we can, build those classrooms. I will say, there's funding available for schools who are building brand new skills labs, or if they currently have an existing training space, but it just needs some new equipment and a little bit of love. There's funding there as well.
Really?
Yes. So, any school is welcome to apply. We would love, obviously the opportunity to get the skilled trades conversation back into schools. And that's what we're trying to do.
Okay. I actually was up last night doing video editing with one of our instructors, and a group of us were kind of doing a recap from yesterday. And that was one of the big things that came up was there's a lot of new technology coming to the industry. My lab is a little dated, and I don't know where to begin. I mean, maybe there's Perkins, maybe there's putting applications in for the school. I don't know where my resources are. Here's a new resource.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So if someone is interested in becoming a part of that and learning more about what you're doing, where would they begin?
Yeah. So I, just would encourage anyone who's interested in, any of our resources or in possibly partnering with us, just go to our website, everything, posters, videos, handouts, everything is on there. And then we have a ton of information as well about, possible partnership or sponsorship with Explore the Trades. Tony, I'll kick it over to you just briefly if you want to just talk about a little bit of what we have on the website in terms of like industry partners.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm the newest addition to the team, so we kind of have a little bit more bandwidth to be able to reach out and connect with industry partners, and we're really excited about the potential that there is there. Yeah, we're exploring what that looks like. We're always, of course, open to sponsorship because we are a nonprofit, so we rely on those donations, but we're certainly, open to creative ways that we can work together in the future. And we're open to any and all, manufacturers, distributors. We're really eager to, get in front of that audience and connect with them, develop those relationships, as well as home service companies.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of missed opportunity out there, because we get that question all the time. So we have a portal that we will help educators, the Educator Resource Network. But a lot of times they're calling and going, I need equipment. I need just used, damaged equipment. Where do I even go? Who do I talk to? And so now it's an opportunity to start making those connections, because you've got distributors out there that may have scratch and dents or things that are going to the scrap pile. You may have contractors that have equipment that is very usable in the classrooms. So a lot of times when we talk about needing tools and equipment for the classroom and we don't have the funds available, well, what if there's options? What if we have industry partners that are trying to get rid of things and they don't know who to give them to?
Right.
Yes.
And so you're helping make those kind of connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they're essential for like the success of the industry. Like everyone needs to partner and work together, and we can all kind of fill each other, like the gaps.
Yeah.
For one another.
Exactly. I was talking to a contractor here at the conference. We were talking about inverter technology because all of our classrooms need to be teaching inverter technology. That's where everything is going in HVAC and refrigeration in a very, very short period of time. And I was talking to this contractor, and he said, I got like 25 warranty pieces of equipment that are all inverter driven that are going to be going to the scrap pile. They've all had problems, different things, with them, but they're all there and they have the components that could be cut out, shown, torn apart, shown how they actually fit and where they go. What do you do with things like that? And I go, well, you're one of 1,200 people out here that would like to have conversations like that, because there's not enough of these connections like Explore the Trades is now doing. There's all of these different pieces of the puzzle, and they're all moving, and they're not shifting.
Right.
So I see Explore the Trades as being that. that function in the middle that is helping make those connections, bringing that awareness to not just our trade, but HVAC, plumbing, and electrical as well. Do you see all three of the trades utilizing those resources? Do you see all three trades going, we got to be better at what we're doing?
Yeah, definitely. Working with all three of those trades, everyone is looking for new technicians, new people to come into the industry. Yeah, I don't know if we've, seen one trade over the other, have more interest in that. It's definitely, yeah, everyone's looking to bridge that skilled labor gap. So
isn't that a good feeling?
yes.
I love it. I feel like it's almost a generational shift.
Yeah.
We had a conversation earlier about there was like a stigma a couple decades ago because we had a significant supply of technicians. And so people didn't communicate very well. And so there was this lack of communication that just kind of became a standard. And we don't know why, except for people are just trying to protect their own roles. It was just a way to secure your own position by not sharing and not communicating. But that has changed. The world is changing. People are becoming much more aware of their resources. Technology is making it more possible. I mean, look at this. We're sitting here talking about things that is going to be shared with the world that we really couldn't do very easily 20 years ago.
Right.
So I absolutely love what you're doing. Anything else we want to dive into while we're here today?
I guess we could talk a little bit, about we attend the ASCA conference, which is the American School Counselor Association conference. And that's been extremely valuable for our outreach as far as connecting with educators and school counselors. It brings together thousands of them. That's been essential for our outreach just because we get a little bit more insight about their knowledge of the trades, as well as, being able to provide our resources. Yeah, that's essential. We usually go, I believe it's every July.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's been great.
So how were you received there? Are we starting to see administrations looking at the trades more now?
Yes, very much so.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely say so. I've gone, I went my first year with Explore the Trades. And even, back in, that would have been 2021, 22. Anyways, we definitely saw, just like an uptick in not only, the people that were coming by our table and wanted more information while we were there, but just additional outreach after the fact. Schools are reaching out to us more now a little bit, I would say, just looking for additional information, not only, physical resources that we can provide, but just information because yes, administrations definitely are now turning more towards, we need to talk more about these skilled trades careers versus only pushing that 4-year college path, because, it's not for every student. And they're just wonderful opportunities, obviously, in the trades that schools are realizing a little bit more now that they need to talk about.
Nice.
And it's worth adding to, I think recently we got a lot of insight from educators about how this younger generation is very open to the opportunities beyond
100%.
college.
Yes.
So that, mentality, I think, is shifting a little bit with the younger generations, which is making the opportunity ripe, if you will.
I spent a lot of time studying Gen Z and Alpha, trying to understand what their perspective is on education. And so I have a 18-year-old and a 16-year-old stepdaughters, and they both have the same perspective. They both want to help change the world and make a difference. One went to 4-year college. The other one has almost no interest, wants to do more of I don't know if she'll do trades or if it's going to be more like in the culinary, but something non-traditional, what we call non-traditional now. It hasn't always been called non-traditional. It used to be called essential. Now we just call it non-traditional.
Right.
But we have a generation that is looking at the world going, well, everyone says this is the thing that you should do. Tell me why.
They're challenging it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. I think it's the coolest. I think that's what's making our industry right now so ripe for education and interest is people are actually challenging the norm.
Yeah.
I look around in this conference and I see people who in the industry are typically competitors and don't like to go to conferences and rub elbows here going, hey, how you doing? I know that we're selling products that are the same, But let's talk about education and what we can do together. And so we're taking stigmas and we're challenging them. And it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I actually keep saying I'd kind of like to be in a Gen Z because
Yeah.
it's a good generation.
And the opportunity for like folks in the industry or companies within the industry to kind of partner on their aligned goals. I think it, everybody benefits
Does.
from, younger generations being interested in these, quote unquote, non-traditional
Yeah.
careers. So yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for the industry as a whole to work together to help facilitate that change and that shift. Yeah.
I think it's what we're doing.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. So a follow-up, they're going to go to what website?
ExploreTheTrades.org.
And we can find you on LinkedIn and all sorts of social media. That's where I catch up all the time. And make that connection and see if they can help you make your own connections. All right, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.